Okay, so this is our seated cardio workout. Okay, so your exercise specialist may have directed you to this video, and what you'll need is a chair, a drink of water. I've got little weights, but cans of food or bottles of water will do. And we're going to start with a posture check, so sit nice and tall towards the front of the chair. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, and this is where I want you to sit throughout this workout. If you get tired throughout it, you can shuffle your bum back and take a rest. But when we're exercising, we're at the front third of the chair, we're sat tall, chest nice and high. Just going to start with some seated marching. So we just lift our knees up and down in a marching fashion, nice and controlled. Excellent. So you should have done the warm-up video before. So you've been through all your mobilization, you've warmed the body up, you've done some upper body movements and some lower body movements, so you'll be feeling quite good and quite warm. Okay, this seated march is what we're going to do between each exercise, and we're going to do each exercise for 1 minute. So what we're going to start off with is a minute of seated marching. Okay, so we've done about 45 seconds now, and we're coming up to that minute. And then after the minute, we're going to move into one of our exercises, but this seated march is what we're going to call your active recovery. Okay, so in 10 seconds, we're going to go into a toe tap with a front punch. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to tap your toes forward. As well as tapping the toes forward, you're going to punch forward with opposite arms. So left, right. Keep that going. And like I say, we've got 1 minute of these exercises. Then we'll go back into that seated march. And then we'll change again for an upper and lower body. Keep that going, tapping forward, retracting and punching. Nice and slow on those punches. We don't want anybody to get all aggressive on us. Good. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds left. Keep it going. Okay. And then in 3, 2, 1, we're going to go back to that seated march. Good. Okay, that RPE scale that's in your home exercise guide, during this workout we want you between 4 and 6. If you find that you're below 4, just speed up this march and pump those arms. If you're above that 6, just drop the arm movement but keep the legs moving. Okay, halfway through this active recovery, and then we've got to go into one of our other movements. Keeping that back nice and straight. Good. Okay, we're nearly there. We've got 15 more seconds of this seated march, and then we're going to do things to the side. Okay, so we're going to open up those hips and open up those shoulders. Okay. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The toe taps are going to go out to the side, and as we do that, we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Okay, so you can do a double arm raise, or you can do one arm at a time. Completely up to you. Okay, if you're feeling very energetic today, you can be holding your little weights in your hands as you're doing this exercise. So again, you can do one at a time, or you can do both arms together, but only ever one foot. Good, keeping that back nice and straight, keeping to the front of the chair. Excellent. Keep it going. Nearly through this 1 minute, and then we'll go back to that active recovery march. Okay, you've got 10 seconds left. Shoulders might be feeling it a bit now, and the hips might be feeling it. But we're coming to the end, and we're going to go back into that little march. Okay, so we're back into that little chair march. Again, you can take these opportunities to have a little drink. You can let your arms relax and just move your feet. But always move your feet, that's all we ask of you. If you don't want to march, you can just do a toe tap or a heel tap. But let's just keep the feet moving during these recovery periods, okay? All right, so let's keep marching. Good. Okay, we've got one coming up which is just for the legs only next time, so the arms are just going to stay nice and relaxed. Got 15 more seconds of this seated march, and then we're going to go into heel slides. Okay. Keep sitting up nice and tall, and then in 3, 2, 1. So what we want to do is bring the feet nice and low, and we're just going to slide the heel forward and back, sliding forward and back. Try and slide so you can get as straight a leg as possible, but always maintain contact with the floor. So we're really pushing the feet forward, stretching out those toes, maintaining our upper body posture. Good. Keep that going. Excellent. So we've got this one for a minute. It's a little bit of a recovery one. It's not as intense as a lower and upper body movement, but it's still a really good movement to engage our leg muscles and to keep our heart rate nice and high. Good. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds left, so we can fit in a few more heel slides. So keep maintaining contact with the floor. And then in 3, 2, 1, we're back to that march. Get the arms pumping. Good, okay. So, like I said, take these opportunities to have a drink. Check in with the RPE scale where you're feeling on that scale. So, like I said, it's between 1 to 10. And we're aiming to keep you between 4 and 6 in this workout. Okay. Okay, we're halfway through this active recovery. We've got one of our biggest movements coming up next, which is a seated jump jack or seated jack. We have 2 options for you, which I'll talk you through. We've got a half jack or we've got a full jack, okay? So, keep that march going. Keep the knees high, arms pumping. We've got 10 seconds left before we go into that seated jack. Okay, so if you used to do jumping jacks at school as a little kid, then you'll know the sort of movement I'm after. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our arms and our feet out to the side, make a star, back in. Out to the side, back in. So this is option 1. So arms and legs, all 4 are moving at the same time. Or option 2 is going to be a half. So it's just one side and then the other side, okay? You make the decision which one you're going to do. You can mix it up and do both options because a minute is a long time. Or you can choose one option and stick with it, okay? If it's your first time doing this workout, I suggest this is the option you would want. If you've done this workout a bit and you're starting to feel a little bit fitter, then the full jack, give it a go. They say you can mix it up so you can do 10 full jacks and then you can do 10 half jacks throughout the minute. But keep the intensity there. This is a big movement. You will feel that you are getting out of breath and a little bit hotter. Good. Okay, and then we're going back into that march. So take this opportunity, get yourself a drink, let yourself recover a little bit. It's called an active recovery for that reason. Good. Okay, keep that march going. Keep that posture nice and tall, shoulders back and down. I've got a bit of a squeaky chair, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Good. Okay, we're halfway through this recovery, so you should be now starting to feel a little bit more in control of your breathing after those seated jacks. I'm going to do another big movement for the next minute's exercise. I'm going to do a heel tap with a chest press. So it's a movement you would have done in the warm-up video. And what we're going to do, we're going to send the heel tap forward, one leg at a time, and the arms are up at shoulder height and they're pushing out and coming back in, okay? Off we go for a minute. So keep those heel taps going forward, pushing out, retracting those elbows, keeping everything at chest height. Good. Keep going. We've got all 4 things moving, all 4 limbs moving again, so it's a bit more intense. Find a rhythm, find a speed You don't have to go at my speed. You go at the speed comfortable for you. Excellent, we've got 15 seconds left. The next movements, we're going to be standing, okay? So, when we get back into this seated march, we're also going to do a transition to standing. All right, and we're back into that seated march. So the last 3 exercises are going to be standing if you can manage it. Okay, so during this minute, we're going to get ourselves standing. So plant our feet and use your legs to power up to standing and come back into that march as soon as we're on our feet. All right, so we're keeping this standing marching going. And again, we've got these 1-minute recovery stations, and then we're going to go into our exercise and back to recovery. So as we're standing marching, you can have a chair at the side of you or in front of you to keep your balance. Or if you're confident enough, you can get your arms swinging. Okay, so we've got about another 20 seconds or so of this standing march, and then we're going to go into our first standing exercise. Okay? So the standing exercise would have been introduced to you in the warm-up. Okay? It's one of those hamstring curls with the chest press. All right, so chair for balance if you need it. You can face this way. The heels come up to our bum. If you don't need the chair for balance, hands at your shoulders and pushing forward, bringing back. That's our 1-minute exercise, okay? So keep that going. Like I say, if you need the chair for balance, it's just a hamstring curl for the 1 minute. Try and kick those heels up as far as your knees will allow you. If you do have painful knees, it might just be a little heel flick back. That's absolutely fine. This is all about your movement. Okay. And again, you don't have to be going as fast as I do. Just move round at your own speed. Okay. Good. And if we've got our hands moving, remember, keep those elbows nice and high. Keep pushing out, retracting back. Get those shoulder blades rounded and retracting back. Okay, we're halfway through. Okay, keep it going. Okay, we've got about 5 seconds left. And we're going to go back into that march. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go back into that march. Take the opportunity, like I say, to rehydrate. If you want to pop your hands on the chair, let your arms relax, catch your breath. That's absolutely fine. Okay. We've got one more exercise to do, and it's going to be a side step. Again, I'll show you how to have the chair in front of you if you need the chair in front of you, or how to do it without the chair. Okay. Let's keep this march going for about another 35 seconds or so. Remember to check in with your RPE scale. Should be around about 5 or 6 because we're coming to the end of this workout. Okay, about 15 more seconds and then we'll go into that side step. Okay, so I'll move the chair in front to show you the chair option first. Okay, so we're literally just going to step out to the side, transfer our weight and come back in. Hands on the back of the chair, don't lean on it, it's just there as a guidance. And we'll go out, together, back, then to the other side of the chair. And back. Good. Swapping that balance hand each time so you're not twisting at the top. Good. Okay. And then without the chair, you'll be able to see, we just step, transfer weight, and back. So step, transfer your weight, and back. If you do have the room at your house, you could do a double, so across and down, across and down. Okay, that's if we've got the room in our house. Then let's do a full step. Good. Keep it up. Excellent, okay. About 20 seconds left of this movement. It's a different way of working our hips. We tend to go forwards and backs. We don't tend to go out to the side. Okay. And in 3, 2, 1, we're back to this march. Okay. So, all in all, this is about a 12 to 15 minute cardio video. Your exercise specialist may say doing this once is what you need to do, or they may ask you to repeat this video. So if you do need to do it twice, go back to the start at the very beginning, work your way through, Remembering to keep self-checking that RPE scale. We want you between 4 and 6 on the RPE. Okay, and if you are coming to an end, we've got 10 seconds left of this march. In 3, 2, 1, and then you might want to go and do our cool down video to cool down and stretch out.